Hey guys, welcome back to Double the Hustle Podcast. I'm Tori.
And I'm Anna.
And today we have a special guest on, Richie Hosein. He's the former owner of One Oak in South Hampton and is creating a huge medical network that is going to change the future in AI. This is a must watch. Everyone come back every Tuesday at noon to watch the new podcast drop. If you guys want to double your hustle, make sure you're here to like, subscribe, and comment on our new video, Twins Out. Well, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. It's our first time really meeting in person, not over social media, but Richie holds a big name, you know, when you hear Richie. I've heard about you through so many people. That's fine. You deserve it. So I hear Richie as like the networking guy. Like that's who you want to be around if you're trying to network and get out there. I mean, not only in my industry, real estate, but just networking gets you everywhere. So who is Richie, if you were to describe Richie?
First off, I love that I'm a networking guy. That's people calling me connecting. That's what that you're hearing.
The connector.
Who is Richie? I want to be known as a good human.
Yeah.
Keep my life really simple. I want to do good work. I want to be around great people. And I want to leave a name in this world. Now when somebody thinks about my name, that's my resume. I put my heart and my soul into my resume. So everything I do is, is to make a name for myself. Mm-hmm. So whether it's, when I was a young man, playing baseball in a little league team, I wanted to be the best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be average. I didn't want to be mediocre.
Yeah.
I wanted to go out there and be one of the guys people cheered for and rooting for, and that made me feel good, made me feel alive.
Yeah.
And that's how I kept attacking life.
Yeah.
So
I think at least something that I struggle with that I'm going to ask you about is how do you, like you said, you go after everything and you want to be the best, but how do you not go after too much and want to be the best in everything?
That's a struggle I have every day.
Okay.
People go, Richie, you're doing everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And why not?
I feel like I struggle with that.
But why not?
Yeah.
It makes me feel happy inside. It's how my brain operates. If I did one thing, it's not going to I may not be able to put all that energy because my brain is not operating that way. I have like a creative mind, and I'm always creating different ideas and thinking of different opportunities. But, it is purposeful, though, to concentrate on a few things, right?
Yeah.
So for people like us that are going to want to do everything, I've narrowed my focus down to 3 areas. Okay. Marketing, healthcare, and hospitality.
Yeah.
Those 3 areas I thrive. Marketing is my engine, right? That's networking, that's events, that's getting out there, getting the word out there. Every business needs marketing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of how we look at our whole entire pipeline and portfolio of products and companies we're actually scaling and building right now. Yeah. Everyone, you can't sell anything, you can't do anything, you can't have any business unless you have marketing and sales.
Yeah, of course.
So we're scaling out media agency. It's called Influence Media.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. So that's how I'm trying to focus my brain into different areas. So those 3 areas are where I've lived my life. Marketing, hospitality. As you guys know, I've owned some of the biggest nightlife venues in the world, in the Hamptons. Everything I've done, no one gave me anything. I built brick by brick. My family comes from a third world country called Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know if you guys know that about me. Mom came here when she was 16 with no help. She came here as a student. She worked. And by herself, no family, left all her family from a third world country, came. She was like the person who paved the way for my family. Mm-hmm. My father followed her. They were writing letters to one another. Wow. And that's how they met a week before she left for Trinidad.
Oh, wow.
And they would write letters to one another. Wow. And that's how they communicated, and they fell in love through letters.
That's
and
crazy.
My father took his brother and his cousin and left his family in Trinidad to chase my mother. And that's the story of my family. Wow. So that's passion
awesome.
was there, before me, before I was created. And those 2 people paved the way. These guys, talk about coming to this country
with nothing
as Indians, right? Like literally, they were immigrants and they weren't the right color, during that time. Mm-hmm. So it was a hard time for them. And they did it. So if I'm going to go out there in this world and do something,
think it's hard now.
I better go and give it all. These people paved the way for me, so that's kind of where we're at right now. So I told you, so healthcare is what I've actually, is my career.
Yeah.
Most people don't even know that.
Yeah. Right.
That's kind of, because I don't publicize that as much as it doesn't need to be publicized.
Right.
Hospitality is fun. I'm out there, I'm meeting celebrities. People see that.
Yeah.
Marketing is the same, but healthcare, even though, that's what I'm doing every day. That's my career. My passion is to give back to that world. I started my career with Pfizer.
Wow.
So I spent 4 years with Pfizer. I visited over 15,000 offices selling pharmaceutical drugs like Lipitor, Bextra, Celebrex, some really big names.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of different areas in healthcare. And working with Pfizer is like I'm not going to, listen, you can never become a doctor. It takes 10 years. But if you're going to be speaking to doctors, they put you through like schooling. To be in Pfizer, I'm telling you, it was one of the hardest trainings I've ever been involved with in my life. And they don't stop. I felt like I went to medical school because you got to know the package insert when you're talking about pharmaceutical drugs. And doctors asking you questions, you got to have answers for them. You can't come in there and not know the anatomy. You cannot know, or they're going to question your credibility. So Pfizer taught me a lot. It was amazing training, and I take a lot of the principles I learned from their sales training, their how to learn and educate and how to teach. A lot of things I do today, I naturally just do it because of all that,
super hard. Yeah, I'm going through med school right now, and it's one of the hardest things that I can't ever had to.
Well, first off, that's a whole different conversation. We have a whole day about doctors. We have a shortage of doctors. We have a shortage of nurses. We need to help the whole world, and that's the platform I'm building. That's my give back to healthcare right now. Called FreeHealth.ai, and we're utilizing that platform to make the lives of doctors easier and to get patients into a healthcare journey early. So we want to give free healthcare to the world and give a tool and a platform to educate you on your personal health, built for you and based on you and only you. So once you come into the platform, you'll educate it about you. You'll tell it about you. The same questions you fill out in a doctor's office. You'll never have to do that ever again. It'll be in the platform, and next time you have to go to any office in the world,
you bring that to the doctor.
You can
take your file.
Give me your form. We'll hit a button. AI will send it over. All the answers will be sent to them. And then you actually store your healthcare stuff. Because instead of us using Dr. Google and Dr. ChatGPT, why wouldn't we build off of the information we have on you? So let's bring in your lab work now, because with the new guidelines, all the EHR companies, doctor's offices, if you want your reports to be sent anywhere, we'll access them. You give us a thumbs up. We'll grab them from your doctors and put it into your file and start building a file, a healthcare file for you that you can utilize forever. And then your family members could utilize because, ancestors and family members, so you guys it's important to know what's happening in their lives too for health. So we're building a healthcare community, but this will be built for you, only for you, and it'll communicate through AI and let you practice healthcare the way you want to practice it. And this is it's your freedom to practice health the way you want, because traditional, what America does doesn't mean it's right. We've been giving us food dyes and all the stuff that Europe has canceled for years, and it's killing our people. It's causing, and it's here. So this app is also going to allow you to choose the way you want to practice your healthcare, how you want to practice it. You want it spiritually, holistically, Eastern medicine, Western medicine.
Which is huge. And it's always changing.
And you'll tell us how you want us to pull from Stanford and Harvard. We'll pull the information from there. You want us to pull from Deepak Chopra? We'll pull it from there. We will just pull. We're an engine for you, and it's gonna be based on you. So imagine now compounding all of this into one platform that you would use like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and your family and friends would be a part of it because you're gonna want to root for their health, because we're seeing people at a young age, friends and family of mine, passing. I'm seeing young people, and if they had an app like this, why don't cars have a check engine light? Why don't we as humans have one?
We don't until it's too late.
Well, this platform will be it, because we're going to bring in your wearables, and you'll talk to it daily. You'll communicate with it daily, and you're going to want to communicate with it, because the more you communicate with it, it'll give you the better guidance on how to be peak performers, right? And if you want to be great at what you guys do, you said you're in real estate. You want to be peak performers, you got to be on. You got to be on your game.
100%.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, in every aspect. So that's what we're trying to build, and that's the platform. So that's what we just launched on November 11th, 11/11.
Oh, that's the day that our sister passed away from leukemia, 11/11.
Wow.
So that's crazy that that's the day that you launched it.
Wow. So that number has a lot of meaning to me. I know you guys see that. I have 11/11.
Nice.
I'm all about alignment, and I'm sorry about your sister.
No, thank you.
But let's make her
That's
a movement.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Let's make her part of the movement.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends pass away recently too.
So many.
My one of my really close friends, he went to the hospital. He, a couple of days he wasn't feeling so good. He was scared. The guy that never went to the doctor. And he was like, I'm good. I'm, a tough guy. He wasn't feeling so well, and he should have went to the doctor. And then, a couple of days went by, ended up feeling even sick and fainted.
Oh.
And called his brother, and they rushed him to the hospital, and he never came home.
No.
And this guy's a young man. He had the rest of his life. He was top of his game at his company. He was my son.
That's the guy that worked with Michael?
Carlo.
Is that
from New York Life. From New York Life.
I don't know.
No.
Mike just posted a guy.
No. That just happened also. This is another story.
At his company that was selling the businesses with him.
This app would have saved, I'm not saying I would pray it would have. The goal for something like this is to be a check engine light.
Yeah.
And the second part of it gets one more better. We partnered with a company that's now able to take a genetic swab. And we can create a digital twin of you through your genomics. Wow. So now we could test therapeutics. So you'll never be a guinea pig to the system. Being a pharma rep, when you go into a doctor's office, I'm sorry, guys, you're a guinea pig.
Yeah.
They write you a prescription. They do not know how it's going to metabolize with you. They don't know if it's going to work on you. Hey, try it. Come back to me in 3 weeks.
It's actually very scary. I know, like,
it's very scary.
Medical school has been going on for a long time, but it's actually
very
scary how you realize how much they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
and unfortunately, you spend so much money to go to it, and they do learn a lot, and they're very smart people, but you never know anything. It's steps to take in order for them to find out what's going on, and then they think of a pathway that may help you. It's never.
Yeah, I love that you're in medical school.
It's gonna.
So guys, even off this, if you guys want to continue down this road of this topic, I know there's so many things we can get into.
Yeah, of course.
I think I would love to speak to you guys more. Maybe we could have some more podcasts and talk about these, especially in healthcare. I want to do more stuff about healthcare podcasts.
I'm in med school to become a veterinarian, but I see the health side, the human side as well.
Well, I'm going to tell you something even more. I just left a meeting, a tremendous meeting. It was a private council of top 100 people in healthcare. That's going to really make an impact and change healthcare. Right? We want to fix healthcare. Healthcare is a broken system, and everybody knows it. But nobody knows how to fix it.
Of course.
So we're trying to bring together top leadership to do that. And we started that yesterday in a private council, and we made some. We were in breakout sessions, doing notes, taking topics and saying, hey, how do we fix this? Like, we got down to the
That's
nitty-gritty.
what you have to do. How else do you?
But most you get to hear about people, healthcare has also been a lot of talk. Talk, no action, right? So we're taking action. Free health is action. I'm going to bypass everyone and go direct to the consumer. We don't need anyone. If I go direct to the consumer, I bring you into this healthcare journey. I'm telling you from my experience in healthcare, there's so many ways for you as a patient to monetize your own healthcare data. Not only monetize it, help other people with it. And get people saved and get people cured. And understand what's going on with your data. And you're going to want to give it into the data more because you're going to want to save more people's lives
100%.
and figure things out. And the clinical trial companies, the pharma companies will pay for it. And we're going to make them pay for it. So this is, and you're going to earn.
They'll want to jump on the bandwagon.
You guys are going to earn off of this. And nobody's known how to even get people into this journey this way. But if I didn't do all these things in nightlife and hospitality, I wouldn't have known either. If I didn't do marketing and have to get people to come to throw an event with Michael Jordan that's going to be there, how to get that word out, I wouldn't be able to get them into this app. But I know how now. And I've got an easy way, and we're going to use social media, we're going to use influencers, and everybody's going to get behind it. If I asked you two right now to get behind this mission without even paying you $1, would you get behind it? Would you post it? Say, hey, we're giving it away for free. So it's a free,
why not?
app. We want people just to get into healthcare journey early. So guys like Michael Steinberg's friend and my friend, we can have a chance to help them, and that never happened to anyone. A mom and dad don't lose their young son, you know what I mean? And that's what we're building.
100%.
And that's my goal, and I want to give this is my life's work, and I'm putting my life into this project.
Which
so
is awesome.
Everything that I've ever done, marketing, hospitality, and healthcare, is going to combine with this, because guess what?
That's crazy.
I am going to throw huge events about FreeHealth.ai. So I need to get the word out there. And if you want to get into the event, you got to download the app, you got to put your information in it, you got to upload your healthcare stuff, you got to talk to it.
That's your ticket.
And that's your ticket in. I'm asking you to take one step to making sure we put a check engine light in place for you, for your life and for your soul, to get into this
event.
And it will be free.
Wow,
that's great.
That's cool.
And the event's going to be free. And we get the sponsors to pay for it. We're going to get the health systems to pay for it. We're going to get the pharma companies, the clinical trial companies to pay for it.
That's
and
amazing.
I told you this is I told you I have 100 tabs open, at all time.
Always.
So, and I know a lot of things, because to me, what was so much fun was work.
Learning.
People look at work as a challenge. Like, I don't want to get up and go to work. I never looked at work as I looked at work as like the most amazing thing to go solve problems. I wanted to wake up at 4 a.m. to go solve problems. Got out of bed like, it's time to go solve some problems.
Nobody's out.
And people are going to pay me for this?
Forget about it.
That didn't matter. Entertainment company, I was going to be an MC. Like, I got a chance to solve problems. Every party, there was a problem. There was this going on, that going on. This person had an issue. The mom had. So you're solving problems all the time at a rapid pace. that was so much fun to me. And I got paid to do it.
Yeah.
So people look at, I don't call every day I wake up work. I call it my lifestyle.
Yeah.
I get the chance to go and do exactly what I want to do.
What you want to do.
How I want to do it every single day. I love it.
Yeah. And you started in the hospitality business?
Sure.
Is that where you started?
No, I didn't start.
Or you started
actually, no.
in medical?
So I went to St. John's here.
Okay,
I played college football here.
Okay, nice.
Do you guys know that about me at all? Or
No, I didn't know they played football, but
They had a football team, no longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they did have a football team. That's different. So they ended the football program similar to Hofstra a couple years after I left in 2001.
Oh, wow.
But I started as a freshman, played college football there. I was always a go-getter, like an overachiever. So I got a chance to play here, start here. I was a captain of the football team there. I graduated number 2 in my class at St. John's.
Wow.
I was the St. John's robot. I was, my 100 tabs open.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't do it all,
Doing
I didn't feel great about it.
Right.
So, and I did it all. I got selected to be the NCAA Leadership Conference participant for my school. So I represented us at Walt Disney World with a couple hundred leaders from around the country.
Wow.
Made networking with those people.
That's it.
Met one of my best friends, Will Witherspoon, who went on to play in the NFL and sacked Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I met him, like we were roommates in that conference. Like, so these are I keep networks going, like you guys saying. Like you do this for networking.
Yeah, that's it.
You guys are brilliant.
Yeah,
You guys are
that's
here.
it. I mean, it makes us no money, but
You guys are
it makes
so
us
far beyond your years by telling me you guys are doing this. God bless. This is genius work.
Thank you. I
Excellent
appreciate
work.
it. Yeah, I appreciate it. And it means a lot to hear from somebody like you who's doing it. So,
well, listen, I love the compliments. Flatter me all you want. I say flattery will get you everywhere in this world. And I love, and to be honest with you, I love complimenting people.
Yeah.
And why not? Like, why can't you? Why can't we all just compliment
makes someone
each
feel good
other?
for the day. Yeah.
Why is this world about people, talking about negative stuff? Why can't we talk about all the positive stuff? Like they say, the half glass empty, half glass. Why are we waking up every single day thinking about the negativity or trying to talk bad about someone or trying to talk bad about this? Like, why can't we take that same energy it takes to do that, transfer it towards the positive, give some compliments, hold some
It'll make you feel
doors,
way better.
say please and thank you, use your manners, like be good humans. And it's so simple to be a good human. Like the thing, it's the most simplest, like leadership is so
way
simple.
easier than spewing hate. But
It's so simple.
Yeah.
Respect your elders.
yeah.
Say please and thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Do the right thing when there's a chance. Like, should I screw this person over? Just do the right
Morals.
thing. Just use basic morals, right? And don't talk bad about others.
Yeah.
Right? Hold the door for someone. Simple principles. If we get back to keep it simple, stupid, that's
back.
simple.
Yeah.
If the whole world did that, and not the whole world, if you just did that,
Yeah.
if you just looked in the mirror and said, that person is going to be a good human today,
Yeah.
the world would be a better place.
Yeah. 100%.
And things would be that much easier. And then we'll spread some positivity. So, and that's what we need to do. Like, this world needs us, right?
Yeah,
they need
totally
people
agree.
like this crew on podcasts, telling the world different stories.
Yeah.
And, people are listening. Social media is there
Right, of
for,
course.
Yeah.
hopefully they listen to us. I don't know. This whole algorithm. I don't know this Instagram algorithm. I don't know if you guys figured it out yet, but someone's got to figure it out. Like, I thought we were putting out some good content, Aaron. I mean, I'm not, the views aren't there. Like, maybe you got to fix it up. Maybe someone's got to help me. If you're out there and you can help me, please. I mean, I got some really good stuff to say. I can educate. I have a lot of, I've overcome a lot of battles.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of mistakes, and those mistakes made me like bulletproof.
Yeah.
100%. And I'm here. So I'm actually doing like a leadership network and a leadership. You guys, I'm not sure if you guys seen it. I have an entrepreneurial leadership network on Instagram. You guys should join it. But I want to start doing a mentor program.
Yeah.
So on Mondays, I'm going to do like a 1 hour mentorship. Do stuff like this, Q&A, motivation, inspiration, tell the stories of things that I've done. So it'll ignite people to go and do great work in their current work.
100%.
And what I've done is industry agnostic.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that I did it in pharmaceuticals. And you asked me where my career started. Shoot, I went to college.
No,
So I went to college there. The year I graduated was 9/11, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
That summer I was trying to play pro football. And I got hurt. I ran a 4.4 at the New York Dragon Combine. I had the fastest shuttle run at the New York Dragon Combine, and they didn't believe it. So at the end of the whole entire practice, they went back and had to do it again. I beat the time they thought I didn't get. The guy said I missed the line, so I jumped up, and I was like, a little punk. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to even beat it right.
Yeah.
Did it again. Herniated my disc.
Oh.
So, season over, career over. Don't know. It's the best thing that actually happened to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
but
I got a lot of hits to my head in football.
Yeah.
As a young man, I wasn't even thinking about the future.
Everybody doesn't. They all don't.
He was.
They all
he
don't.
was.
Yeah.
You know, that
Agreed.
wasn't a setback for me, to be honest
100%.
with you. It was that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
My body hurts. My knees, my
sure.
I imagine I would have played more football.
Right.
God, thank you so much. And
Right.
he's always, the big man is always,
Watching.
100%.
You think sometimes, they're putting
Something's-
hurdles.
it's not.
Yeah.
He's putting those hurdles to help you, right? So regardless,
Yeah.
came up limping. That was, end of August, right? So I said, shoot, I got to, time to get to work.
Yeah.
My resume was stacked though. I knew that because I told you, my family came
What
off
you've
from
done.
they're
Right.
from a
Yeah.
third world country.
They're always
And we
hustling.
didn't have it like that. So if I had to go get it, I had to go earn it. So
Right.
I had one chance to make a sick resume and I blew my resume out of the water. I did everything you could possibly do, president of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee,
Yeah.
captain.
All the
I-
extra
they're-
curricular.
I'm telling you, I worked so hard that if any party didn't hire me, I would have looked at them like,
You're lost.
Yeah.
who else would you hire?
Yeah.
Like, that's how hard I worked on my resume. So, but my first job interview, I had a neighbor, and I looked up to this neighbor, and I wanted to be just like him. And he used to take me out with him to entertain clients.
Yeah.
So I would just be like his friend, and I didn't realize I was a promoter for him. But I was
wow.
like I would bring over all the pretty girls for his clients, because they would have tables,
Yeah,
and bottle
yeah,
service, and he'd like, Richie, go grab some girls, bring them over, introduce them to my clients, So that's how he entertained his clients.
Oh, wow.
So at 17 years old, 18 years old, he was popping bottles and he was spending money. And I was just
you
like,
were
wow, he's
just-
got money. He was taking
Yeah.
clients out like this. We were eating great. I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Whatever he's got, I want to do that. And
Yeah.
he was so smooth. He was a great talker. I was like, whatever he's doing, I want to do.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was going to go work for him one day.
Right.
So even though I had this great resume, he was going to hire me.
Yeah.
Because he was like training me and molding me for a couple of years, even before. I didn't even know he was doing that. He was just inviting me out. I thought he was inviting me out because he loved me. But I was actually a good promoter. I was bringing over pretty girls. So fast forward, I ended up, having a nightclub.
Yeah.
And we hired promoters to bring over the pretty girls.
Yeah.
That's what they ended up doing. So 17 years old, I was learning that. And then, my first day, I was supposed to go for my job interview with Jimmy, the guy that I told you was going to hire me. That was 9/11.
Oh, wow.
And that morning,
shit.
my father never actually woke me up for my interview.
I've
Jimmy
heard the
knocked on my
story,
back
yeah.
door, and he knocked on the back door of my house, and I just woke up. I'm like, sorry. He's like, you're not ready? I'm like, he said, my father didn't wake me up. I'm so sorry. I'm like, can I meet you? You want to wait? He goes, I got to catch a change. He goes, Rich, don't stress. He's like, we'll do it tomorrow. I knew I had the job anyway, but it was just embarrassing. I never
yeah,
missed.
of
Like, I'm
course.
like that guy that never misses. Like, I'm on time. I'm
Yeah.
20 minutes early. Like, so it was just embarrassing. I was this close to say, you know what, friggin', I'm just going to show up in the city and just show him that I went out of my way. But I remember him saying to me that he had to leave early. That's why he couldn't wait for me. He had to leave early that day. He was going to be half a day for him. If he didn't tell me that, I would have,
Went in.
and my train probably would have been coming in the same time the buildings would have coming down. So where it was, the American Stock Exchange,
Yep.
is 2 buildings away from one
Yeah.
the World Trade Center.
That's crazy.
And I timed it like the train that was underneath.
Yeah.
That's where the train pulled up under. It would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the thing's life.
Yeah.
So I never got that job at the end of the day. And I thought I was going to be lined up like the best resume. Guess what? Roadblock.
Yeah.
Nobody was hiring after 9/11. For a year and a half, the whole world shut down.
Yep.
Didn't matter what resume I had. Nobody really was hiring. No companies were really it was such a disaster that year.
Wow.
Now I'm like going from wow, I'm going to make a lot of money to I couldn't even find a
I
job.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took the first job I can get. I took it at it was JP Morgan Chase's car division,
Yeah.
auto finance division.
Yeah.
I got paid $28,000 a year. It was so
Wow.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I told my father, I'm like, this is so embarrassing. He's like, just take it. Don't worry. He's like, jobs, find other jobs. And he was right.
Yeah.
I took the job. I found I only stayed there for like 3 weeks. And then I got a job with Airborne Express in the city. And Airborne was competing against FedEx and UPS at that time.
Wow.
And I was competing against the big boys. And I figured out so that's how I cut my teeth in, in sales.
Marketing and
So I
stuff.
started learning sales at that time. That was it.
Wow.
But at the same time, for Airborne, I was working on the weekends, I told you, for entertainment company.
Yeah.
I was emceeing, dancing at bar mitzvahs and sweet 16s. And at nighttime, I started my sports marketing agency.
Oh, wow.
So I was working 3 jobs. Like this ADHD, I was
Yeah.
7.
Keep
I'm not
switching.
talking
Go,
about
go,
it.
go.
I was about it.
Yeah.
Daytime I was working. When I got home, I didn't go out and hang out with my friends and play video games. Nighttime I was working because I figured if I was going to make it,
yeah. No better shot than now. That's it.
If I took only the 8 hours in a day, like where the heck am I going to get? I'm not going to get to where I want to get fast enough. Like I have no patience. I don't know about you, but this life is going so laser fast for me, and I got no patience.
100%.
So, I was doing a bunch of things and I, did really well. And I was telling Aaron, I became a millionaire by the time I was 21 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
And who could say that? And I got my girlfriend at the time at 23, pregnant, had my first kid at 24. But at 24, I bought my own, had a house. I had a wife that was a stay-at-home wife at 24 years old.
Nobody has
my first kid, 24 years old, stayed at home, had 2 cars. We had 2 dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then 2 years later, I bought my first investment property. So at 26, and I had my third after that.
When did you, in this timeline, when did you open One Oak? Because I feel like that's what you hear about. Like Richie owned One Oak in Hamptons,
to get to One Oak, I had to make money. I wasn't an investor yet, right? I was still, I'm still digging ditches. I got to build the nest egg. And I always tell you guys right now, if you're working 7 days a week, you're not doing what? Spending money. You're making money.
I say that all the time, right? I say all the time. That's how I got my nest egg. I ran Giacomo's Pizzeria for 6 days, 12 hours a day, and I had no time to spend my money. That's all I had time to do, and that's how.
I tell my sons the same thing. My youngest son, 19-year-old, he's working 7 days a week right now. My oldest son, 22, he's working 2 jobs. He's working the pizzeria part-time, and he's working New York Life the other time. You got to hustle in this world. The time is short. Your window's short, and if you want to have the nest egg, the more free time you have is the more free time to go buy those sneakers and spend money. And if you're trying to earn and you want to make it in this world, like you got to put your head down for a little bit. You got to turn off to the world.
For months.
Well, I did it for 7 years. And that's what you said, when did I invest? So 7 years, 7 days a week, hard, built my nest egg. So after Airborne, I crushed it. #1 sales rep in the country for them.
Oh, wow.
Went to Pfizer, got a job at Pfizer.
Okay.
#1 sales rep in the country for them. Wow. So I've entered about 15,000 offices. So they wanted you to make 10 calls on doctor's offices a day. So I'm an overachiever, so I didn't make 10, I made 15, right? And 15 times 5 days a week. And then on top of that, I was taking doctors out every single night. So I was making relationships, making connections. So I did that for Pfizer for about 4 years. Then I went to transferred to J&J, and I was selling medical devices in the operating room. So we were training surgeons on our sports medicine techniques and our equipment in the operating room. So I've been in about 10,000 procedures. And they say to be a master at something, you got to do it 10,000 times. I've been operating over 10,000 times. I've been in the medical offices over 15,000 times. Yeah. So I felt like I've been expert in those areas, right? Like I understand that aspect of the business. I know the health system really well, hospital system really well. I know the navigation on how it works in a hospital system extremely well. So I learned, I cut my teeth there, and that's what I know about. And I was #1 sales rep in the country for J&J as well in the sports medicine my first year.
Wow.
I was able to help the Empire Surgical, that's the distributorship we have, go from 2 to 60 million in 4 years. We scaled from 5 reps to 60 reps while under my leadership and my another gentleman, Anthony Zito, my partner, who we played college football together too. We were on the #1 defense in the nation together. He brought me into that company, and me and him crushed it. We brought in athletes like us, people that were committed, and we taught them the game of sports medicine and how to build relationships with sports medicine surgeons. That's great. And we dominated that in the New York market.
Nice.
So I did that for 4 years. And then after that, we exited to J&J. They bought it back to distributorship, and I started my own distributorship. And then that is when I said, you know what? I was great at entertaining. I was always great at making networks with people. Yeah. So I wanted to own the nightclub. So there was this big name, One Oak, in New York City. It's hard to get into, can't access, right? So I had the opportunity to invest into One Oak in South Hampton. They were opening in South Hampton. A friend of mine put the deal on my plate. I said, wow, that's a great idea for me. And I had a feeling I wouldn't make money back, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm like, but if I could just say it and use it in my Rolodex, I used to buy Knicks tickets. I used to buy Yankee tickets. I had every ticket in the world. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, instead of investing into that, maybe instead I'll put that money into the nightlife and see how that does for me. And being able to just have access to One Oak in the city and tell my guys and my connections to get into One Oak, that alone would be awesome. And I'll be able to represent the One Oak brand. I was like, cool, I'm the owner of the One Oak in Southampton. That'd be pretty cool for me in what I do and networking and what we do, right?
Just as a name.
And meeting people. Yeah. So I did it, and it was the best decision of my life. I brought all of my clients out. I brought all my friends. It was in the Hamptons, the luxurious area. It was so cool for me. Yeah. it put my name on the map.
Exactly.
Because nobody actually knew me before that.
Yeah.
By being the owner of One Oak, my name blew up in the Hamptons and around the biggest circles and
that's
names
where
in the
you
world.
wanted to blow up.
And that's where you
Long
wanted to
Island.
blow up, right? And I never did anything mid of Long Island. I always stayed in the Hamptons, and people didn't like, why didn't you throw parties in like Nassau and Suffolk? Honestly, if I was going to
clientele there, they don't want to be there.
I just wanted to cut my teeth first in the Hamptons, something like that.
Yeah.
And I took that from One Oak, and then we ended up launching my own brand, and I created my own. I taught myself hospitality.
Yeah.
Gave myself a doctorate degree in hospitality over those 5 years, and I launched my own brand. So I learned everything from building a logo because I didn't have all this stuff. I had to do it myself.
Yeah.
Right.
I did everything from the logo design for AM South Hampton to booking every talent to answering phone calls when the calls came in. Wow. I would call, people would pick up, call AM South Hampton. Hi, AM South Hampton, Chris speaking, how can I help you? And like, hey, we need a reservation tonight. And my friend's like, why don't you hire someone to do that? Because if I hire someone to do it, they're not going to do it the way I want to do it. How they're going to treat that client, how they're going to sell that client, try to get them to come in. If a host picked that up, like, and they had a question, like, she going to really know how to answer it? So I needed to pick up those calls because that was my money.
Yeah.
Right.
And I put my home dollars. I didn't have an investor.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
All my own money went into the nightclub. I didn't take an investor. Like what One Oak did, took my money and basically, didn't care about what happened to my money. I wasn't going to do that to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I put my own money into it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to risk my own money first before I said to my friends, this is a good idea.
Hey, you should do this. Yeah.
But I realized it wasn't such a great idea, right? Nightlife is hard. It's expensive hobby,
100%.
to be honest with you. That's what it is. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
You spend a lot on talent. You spend a lot on DJs, entertainment.
Yeah.
But I learned all that and I saw it. And it's not, but I wasn't using it
Yeah.
for money.
For that, yeah.
I was using it to network.
At a different time, yeah.
And that network collateral that I built there,
Is worth it.
that's worth billions right now.
yeah.
In my Rolodex, that's worth billions.
Yeah.
Right.
The name recognition people have from me because of what I did in the Hamptons,
Right.
building this nightclub, creating this new thing that we did. And we didn't do just a good job. We blew it out of the water.
Right.
To this day, people talk about that place.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
AM is like, they say the Hamptons won't be the same. Like I hear that, and I'm not patting my own back because I worked my tail off to
do that.
produce that.
Yeah.
Everyone from the security guard, you could ask anyone in that building.
Yeah.
I made sure the security guards knew what they were doing. I made sure our hosts knew what they were doing, how we treated people, how we rolled out the red carpet for people.
Right.
That's what we wanted to be known for.
Yeah.
And if I put my stamp on it, Richie Hosein stamp, it has to be exceptional.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what made me really proud of, you got to be proud of your work.
Right.
You're not going to just do it to do it. And if my name was on, it was my first opportunity. AM was my brand.
Yeah.
And we crushed it. And I thank God to this day, I see people still wearing the AM hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think it's, I don't know, it's crazy to see.
Yeah,
Like,
it's crazy.
I wasn't even in that era and I still know about it.
You
know, like
50 Cent performed for an hour. He was supposed to do 3 songs. He was hosting for us. He performed for an hour. He brought up Lloyd Banks. He brought up Art. Like it was such an amazing time in the Hamptons. Young M.A., I launched her career pretty much in the Hamptons. I heard her song, that song that she dropped, ooh, like that song.
Yeah.
I heard it on the radio and nobody really knew it yet. I'm like, this thing is going to be a monster. I hit up their agent right away. I said, I want to book them. I booked them for so cheap because they didn't blow up yet. By the time this is 1 week later, I went from paying them a small amount. They wanted 10x from the next person. They were trying to get out of my deal. I said, you could try to do that. Your name is going to be ruined. You have a contract signed.
Yeah.
They came out and I said, the relationship and collateral value of you playing in the Hamptons is more than the money.
Yeah.
You getting to play out here, and she crushed it. I had
That's
Tekashi
crazy.
6ix9ine in the biggest time at the club. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, like
All
we
those
had
people.
the biggest names in the Hamptons. Michael Jordan came to my
Crazy.
club. I served Michael Jordan's wife, 1942. He smoked a cigar with Carmelo Anthony, me, Sean Pekes, in the Hamptons. Do you know what type of?
That's
just where my
crazy.
that's where my actually hospitality career just started.
Yeah.
I took it then to the city, and it went even.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what I did there?
No.
So we launched Red Rabbit. That became the biggest nightclub in the
God.
city on a Saturday night. We had every celebrity coming there. But unfortunately, we had a sewage leak, so we had to close that place. But at the same time, Playboy reached out to me. They were struggling in Manhattan.
Yeah.
They said, hey, they were probably about to go out of business. They spent $19 million on this place.
Yeah.
It wasn't Playboy. The guys who licensed the Playboy brand did. And they thought they were going to create this membership club. It was on 42nd and 9th. And they didn't have an idea what to do with this thing.
Yeah.
This is an animal. They paid, they built it out, but they didn't know how to.
They didn't know how to do it.
Playboy at that time was the Me Too movement. It had a bad stigma,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So Playboy sounded like a strip club. So people didn't know what it was. They didn't have. It was like an identity problem. So they asked me, "Hey, can you fix this? Can you come in?" And I looked at this like, "Wow, this is problem solving. This is all problem." And I got nothing to lose.
10.
Everybody didn't want to touch it. So if it failed, it was supposed to fail anyway. But if I can make something out of it, I make it.
Your name is gonna.
And we did. We blew this thing up.
That's crazy.
It was the biggest thing in New York City in 2000. There's nothing.
What was the name?
It was the Playboy Club. So it was a membership club. We created a membership club, a restaurant, a lounge experience, and then I turned a black box into a nightclub. And we had a full ecosystem.
Wow.
Restaurant, lounge, nightlife, memberships. It was unbelievable. And to this day, you ask anybody around that time that came to that, experienced that, it was a really, really special time in New York City, and we worked our tails off.
Yeah.
That's it. We brought it to New York City.
Right.
And New York City felt our energy, and I think people admired it. And timing of everything, how it worked out. We ended up walking off the project because we didn't get along with the management. Not that we didn't get along, they weren't paying us. Pretty simple. And we couldn't keep working for free. And we weren't willing to, and they weren't willing to compromise on whatever. So me and my partner Will, we walked off the project, and they ended up closing 4 weeks later. Wow. But we blew it up, and it was, it was sad to have it come to an end. But it was God's way of saying something's on the horizon.
That, and
4 months later, COVID happened.
Oh wow!
So everything in the whole city shut down.
So
anyway.
you would have lost it anyway.
But I would not know. Who knows? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I guess the timing of everything.
Yeah.
Maybe, hey, slow down. You're working your ass off for no reason. They're not going to pay you. Get off the project.
Yeah.
You know. And
regardless,
then COVID's coming anyway. It doesn't matter how hard you work. You're not going to talk sense into this ownership. So, and ended up parting ways. But we blew it up in hospitality, and at the same time, that was my part-time job, guys.
Yeah.
That was my hobby. That was my golf.
Crazy.
I did people like golf.
Yeah.
Hospitality is my golf. That's why I tell everybody hospitality is the way I play golf.
Do you think it'll ever get back there?
Where, New York City Nightlife?
Yeah.
It's gonna take,
because I feel like it's not.
It's
like
gonna
that
take
now.
something. It's gonna take a mayor, okay, and a nightlife city mayor to come together and create strategies to make it come back for restaurants and hospitality, to make brands want to come to New York City.
Yeah.
Right now, brands don't want to come. There's no incentives.
No.
Everything's expensive. So I would love to work on that project.
Yeah.
I would love to revive New York City's nightlife, hospitality, and bring amazing brands to New York City. Because it's not even like, I could open a brand in New York City,
of course,
but it's not even just, I would love 100 brands because you need more people in the city. You need the tourists to want to come to New York City. We need
right
this
now it's
energy
low.
back in New York City.
Yeah.
And it's so at a low.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And it's horrible. I don't hang out
Sad.
really that much in New York City. There's only a few places I would go,
I'll see
but we need to be like, I just got back from Art Basel, guys.
Yeah.
There is so many cool venues in Miami.
Right?
There's so many cool
We
restaurants.
were just there too.
It is such a vibe. That's what New York City was.
Yeah.
But listen, nobody's thinking about this. We need leadership to think about this, because when New York City's hospitality is at its highest, New York City's at its
exploding.
highest. Because we need it. We need the arts. We need the fashion. We need the hospitality.
Everything.
What happened in the Hamptons, they don't even understand what happened. They pushed us out of the Hamptons. That's kind of what, they didn't want us to be there. They didn't want the partying. But the hospitality is what brings the people.
Yeah.
And when you have the people, it raises the value of everything.
100%.
That's how the shops do well, and people want to be out there. And,
Yeah, right now in the one.
but the Hamptons, like I
over there.
said,
The
it's,
value of the houses go up
Yeah.
after that.
and now where did all the partying go? Montauk. Why? Because there's entertainment out there. There's so many different venues. So that's now
100%.
all the Southampton people, or people hanging out in Southampton,
over there.
everybody goes to Montauk. That's the hot spot. Southampton and some of these districts have made it really hard for nightlife to thrive.
Yeah.
And I think they should push nightlife to thrive. They should all work together, collaborate, and
Of
figure
course.
out how do we make it safe, make it fun.
They only see the bad
and get
and
the
then they want-
celebrities
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's got to be that. That's what the Hamptons all about. The
100%,
parties, the
yeah.
entertainment, the
People
hospitality.
don't go there for.
So there's so much work to do.
Right.
And like I said, we're doing it.
Yeah.
So I've taken my hospitality business, instead of opening and owning our own personal place, we're on the sidelines right now, waiting for the right opportunity, because it's got to make sure the right location. It's got to make sense.
100%.
And we don't need to rush into anything, because the way the world is and what's going on in New York City, we
Right.
sat on the sidelines and we made the right choice.
Yeah.
Right.
We were thinking about doing some stuff down in Miami, but I'm here.
Yeah, I was
full
gonna
time.
say, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've got to be there. If I'm not there, my business is here right now in New
Yeah.
York.
Then you're
in
just
Northeast.
investing in something. You're not like
Yeah, so I
physically.
gotta physically be there. So right now we're throwing events. I don't know if you guys see, we're doing a lot of, I'm bringing together innovation. I'm bringing together investors now, and I'm doing high-end exclusive
You did the wellness
events.
retreat, right? In the Hamptons? Was that in the Hamptons?
It was, it
was really
It was a
cool.
wealth and wellness.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we brought together investors and new innovation in healthcare, and to look at each other. So we did panels. We had people speaking about all this new innovation that's happening in healthcare, and people that wanted to invest into that innovation. So that's been a lot of fun to me, because to advance us, you need innovation, but innovation needs capital to push it.
100%.
So by me doing my part to get these two together, I'm doing my part to help us
raise the level.
raise the level in healthcare. So I'm in healthcare, so I want to do my job, and I love it. I love bringing people together.
Right.
And I told you, I don't make any money on all those events.
Yeah,
those events are pretty much free. It's sometimes sponsorships. It's like I want to bring the most brilliant minds together, selfishly, because I want to meet them.
Yeah.
And I want them to meet me. I want them to see what I'm about, see how I carry myself, my expertise.
Right.
And it's my way to network. Once again, the only way you can do stuff like this and get to know somebody on a different level is by being face to face with them. And I learned that at Pfizer by taking out doctors. I got a chance to spend so much time in the evening with my doctors. That's why my numbers grew, because they got to know me personally.
Right.
When I went into the office, they had 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I saw how behind they were.
Yeah.
It would be, if I spent more time with them, it would be disservice to the patient. So I was like, you know what? I need 2 minutes just to book a time with you for dinner. You tell me when.
Yeah.
And I'll take you out. We'll go out to dinner. That's when you're like, you're not stressed out.
It's done,
And that's when I got to know someone, and they got to know me. We spent time over dinner. We got to know one another. We spoke. They got to learn my background. And then things were easy from there.
Yeah.
Then they trust the fact when I tell them, hey, doc, this medication has these side effects. This one has this. Here's how you choose.
try.
Here's how you choose differently, right? You have a patient with this scenario. Maybe this could be a good option for them. A different scenario, maybe we're not the right option, And they saw I wasn't there selling them. I was just educating them.
Yeah.
I hate the word sales, to be honest with you. It gets a bad rep. I mean, everybody has to do their job. But you don't need to do sales if you educate, right?
Yeah,
if you're really
If you
educating,
educate, they'll make their decision. Yeah.
give people an opportunity to make a good decision.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to sell you, to be honest with you. It's icky to me.
100%.
I want to be a value add.
I mean,
wanna be a
that's how some of the
solutions
best
provider.
sales reps do it. And sales reps do it anyway. They educate. They're not.
Provide solutions.
Yeah.
That's
when you
it.
push someone, they're not gonna.
Be a solutions provider.
How do you
That's it.
learn that?
I don't know how you learn that, to be honest with you. You gotta, I guess, trial and error. I mean, I was lucky. I had a mom who just had a really great gift of gab, and she was just so personable, and I saw how she was hospitable. And I think hospitality is what started my way. Like, if you think about hospitality, it doesn't have to be at a nightlife venue or restaurant. It's at your home. It's when you we hang out with your friends. It's when you go out to dinner. 100%. Like, hospitality could be any aspect,
Anywhere.
anything. So I saw my mom treat people so well. She would give her clothes to them if she had to. She would, people would come into my home for a party and my friends would come over on the weekends. They gave up the master bedroom to them. My mom would sleep on the couch.
Right.
You understand? Like, that's the type of hospitality. So I went into every relationship like that. Like, okay, what can I do for you? How can I service you? And I'm going to ask questions. I don't need to push anything down your throat, because if I learn about you and we're friends, I would want you to do the same for me. Like, I'm not looking at this as a transaction. I'm looking at this as a relationship.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why people have it wrong. They always want the money first before
it's a transaction. I'm looking at, so that's a short-term thinking. But if we could do a transaction today.
Yeah.
If we have a relationship, we could do transactions for the rest of our lives.
Right. Yeah.
The transactions never have to end.
Yeah.
Right? And it doesn't have to be one-sided. You don't just have to do for me. Like, I could
do it for
find
each other.
ways
Yeah.
to that transaction be beneficial for you in other ways, right? Yeah, maybe I'm earning for my company, but maybe you have another issue I have to solve for you. Like, you need something, from a store. I got a friend that can get us a 40% discount.
Yeah.
If you didn't know me, you wouldn't have had that connection, right? Like, you just saved on a different aspect. And I was always trying to find that angle on how can I bring value to them in some way. I was always listening. What do they need? What are they missing? Like, what are they trying to solve? Like, even outside of my, if I'd hear like a doctor client talking to his wife, like, oh, you got to get a new, mattress today.
Right.
We got to get a new, okay, cool, we'll go to Sleepy's on. I'm like, dog, you need a new mattress? I have a friend. I have a friend that gets you family friends discount. He goes, I was always listening. And if it didn't have a friend, I'd find a friend. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to go, if they had a problem and I wasn't the first to solve it, somebody else was.
And you can't find people like that anymore, because our dad is the same way as that. And I think that's exactly like the difference between like our dad's generation, your generation, and like the newer generations, they don't do that. And that's
Right.
why the world is switching. But like we've kind of adopted that because of our dad, and
Well,
he still shows us that.
This is a problem.
So yeah.
No, communication now.
Yeah.
Right.
It sucks.
I did so many one-on-one real life communication.
Yeah.
The world now is all through this and no speaking.
Yeah.
So how do you learn that aspect if you're not doing it?
If you're not doing it.
Who is having thousands of conversations a day?
Right.
Real life conversations like this. Unless
Nobody.
you're podcasting like this, like the world we're living in is all text. And now
text.
you don't even, it's like all LOL. It's not,
Yeah.
you don't even write out
You
the whole
don't even
entire
know the
word.
emotion that they're saying. Yeah.
There's no emotion behind it.
Yeah.
It's just a.
No feeling, no passion. So the crazy thing is, like, I'm super passionate. So when I get into it, like, I intimidate people because I don't think they're used to anyone like with
They're
this
like
energy.
talking to them. Yeah.
I'm on fire. I'm electric. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and I could come across a lot, like a
Yeah.
lot, you know. But I'm like I said, I say to Aaron all the time, like I can't change. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a me problem. That's
Yeah.
a them problem.
Yeah.
you know.
Of course.
So we got
100%.
life's about adapting,
Yeah.
being chameleons. But what you guys are doing by doing this podcast, putting yourselves out there, talking, communicating, real life,
Yeah.
this is so valuable.
Yeah.
So valuable.
How much do you think like patience has played a role? Because that's something that I think our generation struggles with too, is like having the patience. And I just struggle with patience and like the waiting game to like do everything but still have patience while it's like trying to unfold and figure it out.
Good. So rephrase the way you think about everything you're doing forever going forward. You're talking about patience. How great do you feel figuring out the problems?
Amazing.
That's the energy.
Yeah.
The end goal, that you know that's coming. The problem solving, how you're feeling every day, you're thriving every day. How much is that? How much value is that? How much would somebody replace, like somebody that was depressed in their room, not coming out of the room? How much would that feeling cost them?
A lot.
What would someone pay for that feeling?
A lot of money.
A lot.
Tell me how much.
Yeah.
What is that worth? It's priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's priceless.
You're a millionaire. You're a billionaire. I'm telling you right
Yeah.
now, stop thinking money doesn't have to make
Yeah,
you a
exactly.
billionaire.
Yeah.
What you are doing, the problem solving, the feeling, the energy, your health, you are rich beyond your means. Money is just a gravy. So you're like, oh, when am I going to get? You're there. What are you saying?
Yeah.
You are already freaking there.
Yeah.
And know that every day waking up.
Yeah.
And then the gravy of money
Yeah.
is the easy part. That's going to come in waves. But you got to build, the infrastructure and the systems.
Yeah.
It's coming. You're putting the work in.
Yeah.
You're digging the ditches. You're brick by brick every day.
Yeah.
You're building relationships every day. It's coming. The money side that's gonna come in waves, and when it hits, it's gonna hit great.
Yeah.
And I told you, but you gotta
Yeah.
put the time in.
100%.
And the only way to make it go any faster is use
them
all,
going.
use all the
more.
time you got.
Yeah.
7 days a week. You,
Right.
you don't have to work 9 to 5, 5 days a week. That's a myth. Whoever
Yeah,
told you
yeah,
that
yeah,
story, I don't know what they do for a living, but God bless. There might be an accountant, and I wish them all the best, and they're making a lot of money. But if you want to get to that next level,
Yeah.
and if you don't have it, I'm not talking about for people that don't have it. You need to work 7 days a week and go hard. There's no breaks. There's no vacation. There's no days off. If you don't got it, and you saying, I don't, and you're spending the weekends off, and you don't got it, wake up
Yeah.
and go get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, there are people working on the weekends. There are people working during the mornings. There are people working during the night times, the late shifts. There's jobs available
They're gonna-
all over.
Yeah.
You'll see them once they pass you. Yeah.
And I took advantage of every job. I didn't turn a job down, and to this day, I still don't turn things down. People are like, how do you do it all? Because I can't afford to turn anything down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, but
Yeah.
I have big goals.
Yeah.
You're talking about patience?
Yeah.
I still don't have it. Girl. I'm still in the same position, but I know it's coming, and it's never going to be like I told you, there's levels to everything in life.
Yeah.
And when you get to this level, you're going to want to be there. When you get to this one, you're going to, and that's
It's always
human
chasing.
nature.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
in our DNA. We're built to expand, evolve.
Chase everything after.
That's why we are in 2026. We're going to have flying cars is because of that.
Yeah.
Because of that, somebody didn't stop. And I want to be one of those people.
Right.
Like I look at Elon Musk and I look at guys like Steve Jobs, Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos. That is where these guys are leaving legacies.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
And
yeah.
not because of their names, it's because they changed the
Changed
world. They
the world,
figured
yeah.
out a way to help people and change like your human behavior.
Massive ways, yeah.
This phone is unbelievable. I don't do anything else. I'm on Amazon. I buy everything on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's so simple for me. It makes my life.
No, literally.
Like these people
Just shows up at your house. That's it. It's there.
and it's only getting better. I could order something now in 3 hours. It's crazy.
there.
It's
Yeah,
there. I'm like,
yeah.
how the heck did this guy figure this out?
I just realized, I just found out, I have one of my clients, he builds like water tanks underground for companies, and he works for Amazon, and they just built their own runway at the Cincinnati airport just because they had so many planes coming in that they need their own runway to.
This guy started selling books in his garage.
Crazy.
That's where this started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he works 7 days a week.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe even he created an 8th
He
day.
did. Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely.
You know, so
He's got to have
listen,
something else.
you've got to figure out how much time you need to sleep.
Yeah.
And everybody has to. You guys Netflix? I don't Netflix.
No.
I don't watch TV.
None,
I hardly even
nothing.
watch sports anymore. And like I said,
To be
don't-
honest.
you might say, "Hey, no work-life balance." I'm not mad.
That's okay.
I'm actually.
Yeah.
I am happy in my own skin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if anyone could judge me like, "Oh, you work too much. You do this too much," but if I'm happy doing all these things,
Why not?
if you're happy watching TV, I don't judge you. Go
Yeah,
do it.
right.
That's your life to live. My life is I love, and I told you it's not work to me. It's my lifestyle. Connecting, creating, building
Just talking to
things,
people,
scaling
yeah.
things, seeing something come from nothing and turning into something is a beautiful feeling. And that gives me that feeling. That's the priceless feeling I was telling
priceless
you
feeling.
about.
Yeah.
That like this
Nobody
feeling like,
can
hey,
pay
you
for it. No
guys
one can buy that.
able to get me here, right? Like
Yeah.
you guys figured out a way. I don't even know how you did it, to be honest
A
with
lot
you.
of you probably have cold DMs in your
Listen to me.
in your DMs unanswered,
might
and then
have-
I found.
I'm gonna just let you know, I might have done 6 podcasts like this in my life.
Oh wow.
So I don't really do this too many times.
Yeah.
So 6 in my whole. 'Cause I don't have the time. I'm just being honest. I'm
I know. That's why when he texted me, I'm like, "We gotta open a spot. We gotta open a spot."
yeah, I am lucky. Listen, I got this guy.
You are.
I've got. He's like.
I would have never got in
got
touch with you. One day I got a text. I'm like, "No way."
Yeah.
I got
When I
through.
forwarded it to you, how did I even get? I said,
Sent it in the chat.
I was like, hey,
He got like 10 text messages. So obviously he's not gonna take care of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously that's what I got.
so thank God I
That's
have
awesome.
this gentleman, man. He's
Yeah.
been my right hand, running through walls. You know, we're building and scaling companies.
Yeah.
I got to shout out Aaron Ruthman, man. This guy
Yeah.
has been my rock right now. And I need, you need that, Batman and Robin. You
Yeah,
need
of
that
course.
wing person that just got you and knows. I got a lot going on.
Yeah.
And you need that support circle. And
Yeah.
he came in as a mentee of mine.
Yeah.
And he goes, this kid wanted just to learn.
Yeah.
He didn't ask me for $1. He didn't ask, like, I want to just be by your side. I want to be a sponge. I want to learn. I want to see what you're doing. And I want to see how I can help you. How could I say no to that?
Right.
Come. And I got a lot of room for more of those if anybody wants to come. So, but you'll learn a lot.
Yeah.
I guarantee the value that he sees the things that he has access to now because I'm in his circle. He probably didn't have access to before.
100%.
And we're translating value, right? Like I'm giving him value in other ways. And the things I'm going to teach, the mistakes I've made, he'll avoid.
Yeah.
So he's realizing there's sometimes value, not monetarily,
Yeah.
Of course.
but from an education standpoint. And education is worth what you want to make of it. I don't
You
know
see
what.
how many people pay for med school?
Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I spent a lot of money on this education that I've lived a life.
Yeah.
My life is my education.
Yeah.
And the last 26 years of my life,
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money to learn the things I've learned. But no one could else. I've actually physically done it. It's not like I take my word for it.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
go
like,
to school and learn that. Yeah.
I never give anyone advice.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I only share experience.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone takes advice really well. I don't know if you, if I try to start, if someone came to you that you didn't know and said, hey, you know what? I think you should dress a little different. What would you, who the heck is this person?
Yeah.
Right.
Who is anyone to give anyone advice?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if I knew this stuff, I shouldn't be giving you advice because I don't know what your life is like. I don't know what's actually happening in your shoes every day. I'm not in your circle, so I can't give you advice because I really don't know. Like people try to give you relationship advice ever or whatever. Like how do they really know what's happening in the other side? Like
Right. Yeah, they
I
don't.
can't be the person. The only person, all I can do actually is share my experiences with you. So I could say, hey, I've been in a situation like that, and this is how I applied myself, and this is what the outcome was. That's experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you learn from experiences, but advice, I've always taken advice like, why is someone giving me advice?
Yeah.
Like how?
Yeah.
Share experience with me. If
Yeah.
that's the true advice, right? Like,
Yeah.
tell me a situation that or where's your experience, right? are you an expert in that field? Okay, I'll listen to you, right? Expert, but even that expert in the field, they're going to educate me. They're not going to say, hey, you should do this and this.
Yeah.
They're going to say, this is the situation, this is the solve, and this is the outcome. All right, that makes sense to me.
Right.
I can apply that. I feel like everybody, when you get advice, no matter who you are, you're like you're closed off to the advice.
Yeah.
You're like what?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It
You
don't matter who
want
it
to-
is.
Yeah. Anybody.
So, like I said, we have a lot of people in this world want to give advice.
Yeah.
They have there's a lot of
they've done
naysayers,
nothing.
and a lot of people think they know better and they know more than you. Listen, you gotta. I always say you gotta do your research on the people you're listening to.
Vet them,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta vet them. You see what their track record of success is. Right? There's a lot of people that say, I've done a lot. Just make sure they've done it.
They've
Yeah,
done
know?
that's like everyone's selling these courses now.
Everyone, I want to start selling courses. I gotta start selling courses, guys. Like someone gotta
Do
teach me how to do a
something.
mentorship program and start selling courses because I'd love to monetize with that.
Price
what I'm
makes
saying.
him.
I'd love to help you.
Listen, I would partner with you. There's so much I can educate, and it's not bullshit. Like everything I'm gonna educate is actually I've done it. I could teach you how to book 50 Cent for a nightclub. I could teach you freaking so many. I could teach you how to open a nightclub. I could teach you how to open a restaurant. I could teach you how to get an investor. I could teach you for sales. I could teach pharmaceuticals, healthcare. Like I have so many verticals and a track record of success of those verticals. We should be teaching this stuff. And to be honest, at the end of the day, I want to teach people how to be freaking great humans.
Yeah.
I told everybody this. I teach my
Yeah.
sons 3 things. I teach my sons 3 simple things. How to be a good human,
Yeah.
right? First, be good to your mother. If you can't be good to your mother, how do you know how to be good to any female in this world, right? You're a man, you're going to be going and having a wife and kids. You got to at least know how to treat someone.
Yeah.
So you got to be good to your mother. Be good to your brother. And your brother doesn't have to be your blood brother. A brother is somebody that's close to you, that takes care of you, that you guys have brother or sister, because they're brothers. I use the words brothers,
Right.
but that's someone that you know how to create bonds with people.
Yep.
Right.
And you have that person's back. You support that person. They can rely on you. That is a brother. You have to show brothership.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So be a good brother. And the last is be a good human.
Yeah.
Make good decisions.
Yeah.
Every day you have a chance to wake up and do whatever you want to do in this world. But first thing is, when you have a decision to make good decisions. And those good decisions compound and turn into great stuff.
Yeah.
And to make you into a great human.
Right.
And those 3 things, if you do those 3 things for me in this world, I would be the happiest father ever. You would make me the most proud dad in the world.
Yeah.
And those 3 simple things.
Yeah.
I've rehearsed it to them. They can rehearse it to you. And I want to teach everybody that because I'm realizing not only my sons I've got to teach, there's a lot of other people that need some leadership help.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly.
And I've honed my life about leadership now.
Yeah.
That's what everything's about. Entrepreneurial Leadership Network. I took a global healthcare leadership program at Harvard Medical School.
Yeah. I was going to say. Yeah.
So I've been focused on leadership because there's a leadership problem in this world. There's not a race problem. There's not a religious problem. There's not any of these other problems. We have
That we think we have.
We have a leadership problem.
Yeah,
And that
exactly.
leadership problem is failing in one place.
Yeah.
Home. In your own home. Whoever's the leader in that home is failing. If you're out there spreading negativity, if you're out there doing bad things, if you're out there not doing good work and not being good humans, because at home you got to train to be a good human. Very simple.
Yeah.
And if you train that at home,
Very true.
life is easy. None of these problems, none of these wars, none of this stuff is going to happen.
Nope.
But the issues we have right now is nothing. Everything. It's a race problem. It's a religious problem. It's a Democrat versus Republican problem. Nope. It's a leadership problem.
Yeah.
That's what we have in this world. And that's what we've got to start working on. So I've dedicated the last many years learning about leadership. Because how do I
Very true.
educate on leadership if I'm not trained in leadership? So I've taken courses and I'm now, I told you, where else? I went to Harvard to learn leadership,
Yeah.
right? Learn leadership training. And from there, we launched the Global Healthcare Leadership Foundation.
Wow.
So I need help with that. I need help spread awareness about that because I want to bring more leaders together.
Yeah.
More global leaders because global leaders can make change.
Yeah.
The more you network now, you're thinking about, the networking. Now I'm thinking about networking
it.
on a global level
Yeah.
with global leadership.
Yeah.
Think about how far my networking has come.
Right.
You were just like, hey, I want to network with people for what? What's your
Yeah.
business? What's
Real
your business?
estate.
So you want to network with people in real estate. How do you do
But
that now?
anybody, you don't have to be in real estate.
I know.
It could be anybody.
Yeah, because anyone can buy real
buy a
estate or be
house,
involved in
yeah.
real estate. And I got something for you in real estate for residential. We have a $20 million fund right now for hard money lending.
Okay.
So we can get people money within 48 hours if
Wow.
you want a house you want to buy, and we can get in and out. So if you have, and it's great rates. The girl who runs that, we just partner with her in New York.
Wow.
And if you're in real estate, we got a lot to talk about there.
Yeah.
'Cause you can go and
Done.
Give that to your clients.
Anybody, yeah.
And now you talk about anybody can start buying real estate. You could turn people into real estate buyers.
Yeah,
Because you have,
of course.
now you have all the answers to the test for them. Oh, have you ever thought about investing in real estate? Oh, I don't have the
I don't
money.
have money.
Oh, I can get you it.
Yeah, exactly.
How about if I can get you? If you had 10% to put down, I can get you. Have you ever any, like you can get people now into it and create a market instead of say, hey, I got to get the market. This is the pot.
Yep.
You can expand the pot.
Yeah.
And that's what we can do with this, $20 million fund we have access to. Wow. So I'd love to partner with you and collaborate with you on that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's so many other things I'm telling you guys, like if you're hungry and you're you both are in both two fields that I would love to collaborate with both of you and separately.
You met the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know anything about you guys. So I know this might not be, I don't know if the podcast,
We'll sit down
that's
more.
fine, yeah.
I want to hear, I want to learn more about you too.
I mean,
100%.
so we do the podcast. We're twins, obviously, but our little sister passed away when she was 6 from leukemia.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
And we started a foundation for her, and we were on our second event this year that we hosted at Patricia's of Hicksville. You probably
Cool.
know
I know
where
exactly
it is.
where it is.
But
I did my mother's birthday there once.
yeah, so we did it there this year, and we're just growing it to hopefully be the #1 donors to her hospital by the time that we die.
Oh, God bless.
But
Great
hopefully
goals.
we can get there. But then besides that, it's just like 2 of us. Our family owns a dispensary on Long Island,
Which one?
Long Island Cannabis Club.
Where's
It's in
that?
Deer Park behind the outlets.
Okay, cool.
And
How long
we're
ago they
just-
open that?
Just a year.
Just been a year.
How's it doing?
Out of this world. Blowing up.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
involved?
insane.
Yeah.
Worried about with the commercial video.
Yeah. It's crazy. I've never seen I've never seen a business make more money.
How do I get
my-
involved?
Come.
I'm in.
Just show up.
Let's
Yeah.
quadruple it.
Yeah.
I think we can because
We
I see
can.
a lot of these dispensaries making money. I wanted to get involved with that business.
Yeah, you should.
I'm actually a big believer in THC.
We're
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
find our second location. So
Yeah.
I would love to be involved with the second location.
Yeah,
I'm a
come.
big believer in THC.
Yeah,
100%.
it's crazy. So we blown that up with our dad, and we're just
The newest listing.
I mean the listings that I got. This year I was able to get a $7 million listing in Hewlett from cold calling, and I just secured a multifamily unit upstate closer to them in Poughkeepsie for $4.5 million. So it's been crazy. I mean, just keep going. I work 3 jobs and that's it. Just go.
What else do you guys want to talk about?
that was insane.
I'm sorry, I'm a lot.
No,
I'm a lot.
we're gonna.
This is us 24/7 thinking with ourselves.
You guys, so we're on the same.
now we're just on.
Our brains.
Yeah,
think,
just
you guys are on the same
just
level.
get in the back
We
seat. We'll
just-
all be like, "Woo!" in the car.
We just don't.
It's crazy.
We don't ever find people that.
Have that level of thinking.
At least at our age.
Yeah,
our
we don't
dad's
have-
the same
How
exact
old are you
way.
guys?
24. Yeah.
My son's
So-
22. So
Yeah,
you guys,
good.
yeah, he's, and I have a
Good.
19 and a 22, and
Yeah.
Aaron, I think he's like 26. You guys
Yeah.
are 24.
24.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love for us to be a
So-
part of each other's teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
please.
100%.
And I'm so
Please,
happy I
please.
made
We
it
need-
today.
Yeah.
To be honest
Thank you
with
so much.
Yeah, we
I can't
need-
believe all the things you guys are doing. This is unbelievable.
We're trying.
You got a lot going
Well,
on. So you
we're
guys, do you guys smoke?
No,
No,
not at all.
not
You
at
guys
all.
take edibles?
No.
You should. Try.
He's like, maybe I'll help you.
No, not that way. You guys want to freaking explode like creatively? Like,
Oh, you do to like. Oh my God, is it
what do
funny?
you- Biggie Smalls. Think about him and that. People like artists like Da Vinci.
That's true, yeah, it's
THC
true.
can opens up different
Like
wavelengths.
the portal of where you should go.
Yeah.
Our dad does that for us.
He does.
Oh my God.
Does he have?
Oh my God.
24/7.
He is
He
on THC.
can't wake up and not smoke.
No,
Yeah.
I listen.
That's
to
what
me.
he does
I
all day.
select
But
and
his
choose
brain is
my-
like
I
with
choose
ideas.
and pick and choose where I
Of
am.
course,
I
yeah.
gotta meet you. I'm sure I'm gonna love your dad, right? He's.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
he's-
it's like
Where did he grow up?
Deer Park.
Deer Park.
Where did he go to school? Deer Park.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to meet
crazy.
him.
Yeah, he's
Let's set up some
he's-
time for us to come
he's
over
like
there.
Giacomo and Joe and all them.
He hangs out with Giacomo and Joe and those
Oh yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
how
so-
we know that. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
and Giacomo, I love to death. You
Yeah.
know
Oh
that.
my God. Yeah. Great guy.
I think I might have met you at his pizzeria. I might have come in there
Maybe.
if you worked there. I might have
Yeah,
stopped
I
in there
ran
once or
it for
twice.
the longest time.
Yeah, you look really familiar to me. I was telling him when I saw you, I'm like, she looks familiar. I met her
Yeah,
before
that's-
somewhere at some point.
Yeah. Or the coffee shop, but he just opened that.
No, not the coffee shop. I
No.
haven't been there yet.
No?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
So what's like I said, what's the day in the life of you like right now?
Oh my God. The dispensary for a lot of the time,
So that
just
daytime?
to get it going, because it's been like a really struggle to teach people how to do these things. And like
So
you
we
said,
had
the
to learn it
nightlife,
first.
I'm like there, like trying to be like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. But I'm excited to open our second location because it'll just be a better version, and it'll be less partners in the second location.
Got it.
It'll be me, Tor, my dad, and then whoever, hopefully
Hopefully me.
you.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I built a database of over 115,000 people that have attended one of my events over the last 10 years.
Wow.
That know my name, I've given them great treatment, great service.
Right.
Not even that, that's just like a small imprint of what I personally have in my database, you know?
That's crazy.
So all those people, Long Island to Hamptons in New York City.
Yeah.
And if we do delivery service, do you guys do
we
delivery?
do delivery, yeah.
You know, that database we can tap into. And plus I have a huge network. Like, and I believe in the products, you know? And I typically
They're
don't
crazy.
talk about
People
that.
come in with like crazy stories. Like, I don't know.
That's
like,
helped them.
Yeah, that's helped them.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason I started using it because of the pain I'm in. I'm not sure if you guys know, if I told you guys that I played college football. My knees, my body, like I've been in a lot of pain. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So I started using THC to sleep.
Okay.
And that's why and then while I'm in bed trying to sleep, I started getting so
Thinking
creative. I was
about
like, this thing, depends on which
100%.
one you take. You know, there's like obviously an indica and sativa.
Yeah.
So indica, I didn't know at the time, but I just, regardless, it just made my body feel good. And I was able to melt into bed
relax,
and make my mind slow down a little bit at certain times. And my mind's always going, even like till like
100%.
100 miles per hour. So
I know, yeah.
So I utilized it for that. I don't really do it during the daytime.
Yeah.
For me, I want to be like a different type of
Zoned
focus.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Dialed in, but at nighttime, like when I'm trying to chill, but it gets me super creative. And like I told you, like talk about ideas.
Yeah.
Aaron be getting some texts at
Text
night,
at
like
3 a.m.
Like, oh, he's on the gummies.
I really woke up to
he on to gummy.
Just remember these.
Yeah, 15 text messages I woke up to just from people. I might even be wrong. It might have been like 25, something like that. But it was like all consecutive, like whatever comes in his.
Hey, mother.
Hi, son. What you doing?
I'm doing a podcast with some new friends of mine. Say hi.
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 How
What-
you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
This I was just talking about you. They know a little bit about you.
What to do?
What did you guys hear about my
You
mom?
sound like a lovely
She's
lady.
a great person.
Yeah.
That's where he learned everything from.
You heard?
That's right.
you heard-
That's
you heard-
right.
So much. Thank you.
See, I told him how you came here at 16 and you paved the way for our family.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. And she's 73 now. She has Parkinson's and slowing down. So anybody has anything about Parkinson's out there, we can help her get her better. You know,
Yeah,
please send them my
100%.
way.
Yeah.
But my mom is an unbelievable soul. Like you guys will meet her one day.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
of
guarantee it.
course.
You know.
A lot of people come to the dispensary for that.
Yeah. I've already tried some stuff with her.
Yeah.
She, you know, Ma, you like the THC sometimes, right? For mother.
Yes, son.
So they own a dispensary too, like so at THC and all the things. They said it's good for Parkinson's as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but regardless, you know, I was telling them how you paved the way. You came here at 16. You know, right or wrong?
Yeah.
How
Right. I was 16. That's it.
with any friends? With any friends?
Nope. No friends.
Any family?
No family. Just somebody I came to as a guardian.
Yep. And what made you come?
Because I feel Trinidad didn't have anything for me.
Yep. It was too small for her. Wow. At that age, 16, she's like, Trinidad didn't have anything. I got to come to the U.S. And she came by herself. How big of a family did you leave?
A huge family.
How big?
My grandparents, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers.
She left everybody there by herself to come
Crazy.
to the U.S. to pave the way.
Well, you did good.
How,
Yeah.
Isn't that
Thank you.
insane?
Yes.
Is that insane?
You made it.
Who would do that?
You made
what
it.
16-year-old you know would do that
They couldn't now.
and stay
Can't.
and stay
and stayed and
and
survived. Yes.
survived and thrived.
Yeah.
You know, and made the most of it
Yeah. And built. Yeah.
and built. Right.
Crazy.
Yep. How you feeling?
Much better. Yeah. Aaron got me some potion from this Dr. Swami, and I don't know. I've been taking it for the last 2 days. I feel like $1 million actually.
All right.
I'm
Perfect.
back.
She goes alright.
I'm back.
All right.
All right. So, anyways, I wanted to just say hi to my friends. I got to finish this podcast. I love you very much, Mother.
Love you too.
I'll
baby.
text you on my way home.
Oh yeah. He's.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. Is there, obviously tell everybody where to find you and where they can network with you as well, but is there one piece of knowledge you would like to leave with everybody today?
So where to find me? Richie Hosein, RichieHosein on all the platforms. Social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. And then I have some links in there if you guys want to reach out. There's a phone number there too. Cool. You can text and send a message too.
Okay, cool.
And what I want to leave the world with right now, this world needs everyone's help. Like we're really in a rare place of divide, and we need to figure out a way to collaborate. Division is slowing progress, and slowed progress means what? That's nothing good for any of us. It's not me versus you. It's not state versus state. It's not country versus country. It's this world versus the universe.
Yeah.
And we got to no better time now than to come together and collaborate and do great things. And when you collaborate, we move mountains. Yeah. Things can happen faster. If we bring the best minds and the biggest minds together, there's nothing that we can't do as a human race. Yeah. And we've got to pray for humanity. That's what we have to do every single day. So no advice to anyone. I'm asking you guys to start thinking about making great decisions in this world. Yeah. Be good humans. Be good people. Basic principles, basic manners. Start using them and spread that and give good energy because the world needs it. There's a lot of sick, there's a lot of unhealthy people out there we can save. Yeah. And we need everybody to come together to save the sick, the poor, the less fortunate. There's so many things we can do as a human race if we stop thinking about division and start thinking about collaboration and end the lines in the sand. Remove lines in the sand. Those people that put them up had egos. No egos. Let's live in an egoless world and go do great work. And we do great work together. We can do anything at the speed of light. And that's what I hope 100%. For this world.
Thank you
so much.
Appreciate you for coming on.
Absolutely. Blessings.